Tested. Hey guys, it's Will from Tested. I am here today to show you the Mypressi Twist Refreshed. This is the second version of the Mypressi Twist. It is a handheld espresso maker that you add hot water to, and then it uses, well, these guys, little carbon dioxide or nitrous oxide canisters to supply the pressure needed to make real espresso in something that is, well, handheld. So I got some water boiling over here. Let's fire it up. So there are a few parts to the Mypressi. Basically, there's this top thing, which is a reservoir that holds water. The water's hot, of course. You pour in 200, 205 degree water. And then there's a gasket in the bottom of the reservoir that, when pressure is applied through here, forces water out through these holes and into the bed of espresso, which you put into one of these, well, they're kind of little cups that you put the espresso in. You tamp it down just like you do in a normal espresso machine. There's several different cups. There's ones for pod espresso if you're into that whole thing. This is just the standard one. It's, you know, got just normal baskets like you'd see in any espresso machine. And then there's also one for people who don't have a grinder that can grind espresso at a sufficient fineness. So what I have is I have 19 grams of coffee loaded up into my Barazza Virtuoso grinder. I'm going to grind it right now, load up a shot in the traditional basket, and I'm going to pull the shot and show you how it works. So here we go. Sounds like all of it. Okay, so here you can see I have a really finely powder ground coffee, perfect for espresso. Let's pour it into our doser. Typically you'd use a doser or something fancy to get the coffee in here in an even way. I'm not going to bother. I haven't found that it's really necessary for this, although you do get a better cup of coffee if you actually distribute the grounds in here pretty well. Oops. So the next thing I'm going to do is place the espresso in the basket in the bottom part of the thing, of the Mypressi. And you know, the gas cartridge goes here in the handle. There's all sorts of crazy mechanisms in this part of the handle to give you the 6 to 9 bars of pressure that you need to make espresso. And I'll show you how that works in just a moment. But first I need to tamp the grounds. So they provide a tamper. It's a 53 millimeter plastic tamper. You can get a fancier, upgraded one if you want. Basically what you do is you push it down here and then you do a little north, south, east, west motion and then apply about 30 pounds of pressure and twist, quarter turn right at the end. So what you get is a pretty solid puck of coffee mashed down there in the bottom. And what that does is gives you an even bed for the hot water to push through without a whole lot of you know, channeling or whatever, so that you get even extraction from all of the coffee in the basket. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is take the water off of the heat. Down here. And I'm actually going to warm up my, my water well here. And then I'm going to dump that water out immediately. I just want to get this warm. Oop, maybe that might have been a bit much there. Probably going to burn the shit out of myself trying to get rid of this. But we'll see how it goes. So you just want to let it sit just to warm it up for just a moment. Which will help maintain temperature as you make your coffee. Okay, that's probably good enough. I'm going to cinch this back down on top, and there's little marks that show you exactly where it should go. I'm going to fill it with water. There's a line in here which you're not going to be able to see probably, but I'm going to fill up right to that point and make a double shot of espresso. Okay. So I'm putting the lid on. One of the things that they changed, this is the second version of the Mypressi Twist. One of the things that they changed is they actually added a shot counter, because each of these cartridges is good for 3 or 4 shots. So that lets you know exactly where you are in the, you know, in each shot. Rather than pull the shot using this guy, which is just basically a thing that shoots the coffee out 2 different sides, I don't even know what it's called. I'm just going to shoot it straight out of the bottom of the portafilter basket. Which gives you, the baristas call it a crotchless shot because it doesn't, you get just straight crema. You can see if you've pulled a good shot. It's a much better looking process and lets you see where you've made mistakes. It's one of the big benefits of this. Usually if you have a fancy espresso machine and you want to be able to make a crotchless portafilter, you have to go out and find a machine shop that will actually cut the metal off the bottom. Because this guy just twists off, you can practice with the crotch off and then, you know, put it back on when you have people coming over. Okay, so here we go. 1001, 1002. Whoa, we got a squirter. Look at that. So that foamy stuff on the top is called a crema. That's the mark of a good espresso shot. When it does that, that means you did it right. And we should get to the end here. It means that the shot's pulled right, the coffee's channeling right, or rather not channeling through the puck. And you should have a really nice, flavorful, delicious shot. I think I'm getting a little full here. Should be getting the end. Come on, bring it home. So then when I release the trigger that's underneath, it's going to release the pressure inside this chamber. And voila. So I haven't spent a whole lot of time with Mypressi yet, but I've had really consistently impressive shots from it. I think I probably put too much water in this one, but we'll see how it tastes. Cheers. Now that is a delicious espresso shot from the Mypressi. It's $169. These guys, you can get a whole boatload of them to replace for like $15, $16. And if you want, you know, a latte or a cappuccino or something like that, you can get a milk frother for 15 or 20 bucks. It'll go with it. And you warm up the milk and then froth it to get the appropriate level of fluffiness for your beverage. So for Tested, I'm Will. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Full review of the Mypressi in coming weeks. Cheers.